everyone, how is everybody doing? It's me, 24K Hector, and you are here in 24K Lorcana. Thank you guys for all the support, all the subscriptions, and then just pretty much being part of this community, right? With me. It's been a while. Last video you guys saw, it was the green yellow Chernodog deck. And I've given you guys also blue steel, right, the allies, but there was no way with set champs coming in that I wasn't about to give you guys Blurple, right? It's been a minute since I've given you guys Blurple deck profile, but kind of not really. Last set, as you guys know, I did nothing but pilot Blurple. I had a pretty good success, some tops and like quad cases, and then I had like 6 Jafars and 2 mats from the set champs. So it was pretty cool. So I needed to jump back into it. Blue steel, although it was pretty powerful, I needed to start locking in as, you know, DLC is approaching, and then I needed to consider Blurple since it's a very good viable option. I have been testing Blurple. It's been doing great in testing. I was able to climb Lord Canito really fast. I was able to get a good amount of wins. Why am I here all standing up or whatever? Anyways, I was able to get a good amount of wins testing with partners, testing with, I don't know, I just feel really comfortable with this deck, and I wanted to give you guys my take. I know some of you guys know me from Blurple and followed me in that Blurple journey last set, so there was no way I was about to leave you guys empty-handed right before set champs. Also guys, I know I don't post like 2 videos like every 2 days, or you know, like a lot of how these other YouTubers. Follow my Instagram. Check down below in the description. I started an Instagram there. I'm going to start posting updated deck lists to a video that I already have. So if you're curious about that and want to keep the journey about that, you no longer have to wait for a whole video to come out. You can just follow me on Instagram. I'll try to keep my decks updated of how I would play them if it were to be right now. And then maybe even share some that I'm not going to be able to get a video out. I'm still able to give those deck lists out on Instagram, or message me there too, as you know, coaching or whatever you guys need help with. It's always amazing to be part of you guys' journey. But without further ado, let me show you guys some good old Blurple. What I've been feeling really good, happy with, and just the ratios are to a T for me. They've been working until someone beats those ratios out of me. I'm enjoying this deck, guys. Let me show you guys my goo, what I've been cooking. Alrighty. So I did want to start off by showing you guys. The 1-drops. I'm playing, shout out to the map, by the way. It's the one I got at Denver for being a bounty player. Pretty cool. Pro base summit bounty player. I'm playing 2 Royal Guards and 3 Basil. I am only playing 5 1-drops. That's all I need. I'm good with that. Some Blurple players think I'm insane. I think the least 1-drops as possible make this deck so good. And yes, I have beaten aggro. I am not choosing to still lose to aggro because I am finding other ways and other lines that doesn't necessarily mean the 1-drop. But for some reason, the mulligans where I need a mulligan for a 1-drop, I don't have trouble seeing a 1-drop. So until I have issues, I'm gonna keep playing what I've been feeling comfortable with. 3 Basils and 2 Royal Guards. This is a little bit better when you play other draw cards like Start of the Right, the hypnotic challenger and all that stuff. There's just ways that this is better than the Rafiki. It's able to swing for one when it gets challenged, then it's able to at least hit back for 1. This is a lot of interactions where I felt like the Royal Guard was better than the Rafiki. But Basil's Basil, right? Crazy support card in the mirror, and then just good in general. Let's see, we're gonna do 4 Tipo and the 4 Sails. I'm not gonna explain how this works. We need a ramp for this deck to function. Most of my games that I do lose is because I could not see this card. If you have to mulligan 7 to see one of these cards, then you mulligan 7. You need a ramp on 2 for this whole deck to properly function. I decided to play just pretty much 3 hypnotic strengths. I'm only gonna stick to 3. Yeah, 3's been fine. People are cutting Yagos. People are not playing 4 Yagos as they were, but I still wanted to have this for the 1-drop or for a lot of good interactions, as it does draw a card and it comes up a lot. This card is absolutely great, but I still wanted to make sure I fit room for other stuff. I think 4 was just way too much, but I think 3, again, how I said, has just been the perfect number. I think what I like about this deck list, guys, I know, no knock it till you try it, but literally, I haven't felt the need of cutting stuff to lower or bumping stuff up. Everything has felt smooth. We are playing 4 Into the Unknown. I'm not that mad, man. I understand one needs to be a 4 of. You need to play this card. It's a way to win your aggro matchups. Also, when you exert a character with Elsa and then a character sings Into the Unknown, amazing. For my 4 drops or my turn 3 plays, right, we're gonna play the 4 Genie. That doesn't change. Broken card. It's really good. And one of the best cards, one of the reasons you play Blurple. It's no longer the reason because you do Belle and Sing Friends on 2. Now you just play Dumbos, and then you get maximum value off your Elsa, Genie, and Dumbo questing per se, right? As you're also going to get to draw a card. So Dumbo's just absolutely broken, and he's even better in this version of the deck, and I will let you guys know why in a bit when the card comes up. I am playing 3 Madam Elephant. I don't like to play 4. I think 4 is too much. Many lists are on 3, but also I don't even want to even necessarily go this as my turn 3 play. If I have the line and that's the line that I have to do, then so be it. But this is more to be able to bounce back my Elsas, my Bells, and just good stuff like that, and Valley stuff like that in the long run, right? Like Hades, bounce back. If I have to bounce back my Tipo in 1 drop, so be it. But I still want to use this more as a tech slot to be able to bounce the mid range cards, right? But 3 Elephant, still really good to also play on 3, and you do have that option, especially against steel decks. This is the line that I like to go to when I on my turn 3 play, is to play this 5/5 Scrooge. Yes, even in the mirror. This is my favorite line to go to in almost any matchup, and the reason I don't want to cut this card. Yes, you can try other support cards like Ben and Louis, but I feel like this is just absolutely a solid. There's a reason he's an inkable. Being able to drop a 5/5 quester for 2 on turn 3, I think it's absolutely broken and should not be ignored. This is absolutely great, and this is absolutely great, especially in a deck that plays 2 Magic Feathers. This card is so huge and so good. This card is being underrated. I have seen some topping lists that have playing this card. I absolutely love this card. This is just swing on to your favor if they're not on it and you are, and you get to see it. Being able to pump stuff like the Scrooge as evasive, not pump up, right, but like making these evasive. It's such a very strong play, and yes, you need 2 of them. As a 1 of, it was not performing because I would have very niche scenarios. So whenever I would see it, I have to ink it because that scenario was not there. But once you're able to put 2 of, you're able to see it more consistently. And now the scenarios come up more. So you actually get to test the card more and be like, oh, this card is broken. So yes, the more feathers you play, the better the deck will get in those scenarios, as making these cards like this, 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 evasive. So like it's literally like just so good to like kind of just, right, to like ignore, right? Like it's just so good to like not be able to play, to not play the feather. To me is kind of crazy. This card has been absolutely great, and kind of a spice, but some people are catching on to it. It's a pretty good card. So some people have fell off of it, which is fair. I wonder if they were only testing 1 because I wanted to cut it to 1 when I was testing it, and I wanted to cut it completely. I put 2, and the card started being absolutely amazing. It's crazy how that works. I am playing the 4 Elsas. This is the best card in the game. Just point blank. This deck just doesn't function the same without this. This is somewhere, just comes down to who has the Elsa. If you have the 4 drop, the turn 3 strong 4 drop with the turn 4 Elsa, you probably just swing and win the games just based off that. So 4 Elsa. I'm just not really gonna explain this. It's broken. You have to play 4. We are playing the 4 Bells, these beautiful Bells. Move damage, broken, shift, so good. I don't know what else to say, guys. Like, whatever is a 4 of in this deck, it's a 4 of for a reason. Like, yeah, this card is too good. Being able to just aggro, mirrors, being able to out big stuff because of this. Like, this is absolutely broken. We are playing 2 TikTok. Why are we playing 2 TikTok even though we are on Feather? The reason we're still on 2 TikTok, regardless of we're playing Feather or not, is because it is a very strong 6-drop. It is a card that in the mirror has to be respected. It has to be answered by a Hades or by multiple challenges and multiple interactions or multiple waste of cards in order to out this 1 TikTok. Not just that, as him being a solid 6-drop, him plus any 4-drop in the deck or any previous character like a 5-drop or a 4-drop is able to sing the second star to the right. So it's a very strong singer per se, and then just allows a lot of pressure. So it's a lot of utility. At the end of the day, the reason I'm not playing more and I chose to play, instead of 4 of these, I played 2 Feather, is because there's some matchups where a 6-drop evasive just doesn't cut it right. 6 ink just for 1 character just doesn't do enough. But I felt like the sweet number, like I said in this deck, just the sweet spots I think have been figured out, at least for now, until they force me to change them. The meta forces me to change them. And for now, 2 TikTok is a very nice sweet spot that I very like and I very much enjoy. But I am also on the good old Hades. I mean, straightforward, right? For Hades, shout out my 1 enchanted that I got. So for Hades, straightforward. You're playing for Hades. I don't know what to tell you guys. Broken. I'm playing 2 Monstro. This card is absolutely great in mirrors whenever they quest with their Hades, whenever they quest with the big Elsa, or wherever they wanted to get cute and maybe quest like with a Belle and a Basil or something. Then this, you draw this and you out 2 cards. Like, this card is just absolutely great. Not only does they out Hades and Big Elsa, and it's also great in it pretty much outs anything in the blue-green matchup, and then they have to deal with this, and as you guys know, blue-green struggles to out big stuff, so Monstro's absolutely there for the mirror and for the blue-green matchup. Broken. Speaking of blue-green matchup in the mirror, I am playing this as my questing bomb. As you guys heard in the podcast, I feel like you need to have some type of lore questing bomb, whether that's this or you want to play the Baymax. That's fair enough. But I feel like this is good as long as blue-green and mirrors are very prevalent. Then I feel like this is a very strong card. If you drop this against blue-green, there's nothing in their deck that can answer this card. So they literally have to waste 2 big characters. Every time I see it, it's 2 chunky characters literally to hit this 1 card. So you're kind of putting a time on them, because if this quests twice, that's already 8. That's already half the win con just because of this 1 character. It's good. If blue-green and if blue-green falls off, right, like it just stops seeing play, then maybe this can become the Baymax. But until then, this card is absolutely good, and it's still really good in the mirror. As soon as I drop this in any matchup, honestly, it has to get respected, and then the whole game plan changes for my opponent. Radigan, Ward, 4 lore, broken. I am playing 2 star to the right. Why am I playing this card? Because I have to, because if the mirror, whoever kind of sees it, has a big advantage, so I don't want to be caught off guard by me not playing it myself. There is a world where I would like to play 3, but there's a lot of scenarios when I do not want to see this card in early game. I don't want to see it to like mid to late game, so 3 can haunt you, especially in other matchups like maybe aggro or maybe purple steel, just matchups that like you don't really need this. Green yellow, right? And then having this ripped off or bigger, so I don't know, I just choose the right number for me. There is a world, this is a possible card that can go to a 3 of, but I think I've just been enjoying this as a 2 of without even playing Finders, guys. I'm not playing Finders, and I'm not playing Big Elsa. So I'm not playing Finders, and I'm not playing Big Elsa. I haven't felt the need to play Finders because I am on 4 Visions of the Future. 4 Visions of the Future is absolutely great to try to dig me for cards like Star to the Right, dig for my Hades, dig for a Belle, dig for an Elsa, dig for a Feather, Dumbo, Into the Unknown. Like, there's so many good reasons to be playing Visions of the Future. As a very cheap cost, you're able to dig 5 for a card, and especially in a deck that has a lot of ink, you're probably going to be able to play anything that you grab off of Visions, which is really strong. But honestly, playing this to try to get to one of these, it's absolutely great, and it's a reason why I haven't bumped this up to 3 in my deck so far. Also, guys, I am not on Big Elsa. I don't think Big Elsa is really needed in decks. I've been performing well without it. You guys can take my word for it or not. I've been enjoying without playing a big uninkable cost that's not star. I would honestly bump a Monstro to 3 before I would consider playing the Big Elsa. You can cut those Radigans for Baymaxes if you want to go that route of the healing route while you're gaining lore. That is perfectly okay. But yeah, the 1-drops have stayed for me. I haven't thought of even playing 6 or 7. I'm good with 5. I have Into the Unknown, and I have a Scrooge as a very strong turn 3 play. Remember, in this deck, you kind of want to go Scrooge on 3 because you're playing Feather. But not only that, sometimes if you have a Basil, the Elsa and questing support on the Basil with the Elsa, it's able to take out the evasive threat anyway, and then they still have to deal with your Scrooge, right? So, but also playing the Scrooge allows you to, if they play a Genie, now you're not forced to play a Genie, and then for you to just get Elsa and then get trade valued, right? We know how those mirrors work. So I've been kind of trying to avoid those like swingy tempo swings that like, oh, well, no matter how good I am now, I can't come back from. So I really try to minimize that and try to make this deck try to make my opponent be more skillful than me, to have more skill than me, and that's the way they're gonna beat me, right? There's only so much you can do. As you know, we're playing Star to the Right to avoid their stars to the right, but it is what it is. But I like this deck. Any questions you guys have, make sure you guys leave them in the comment section below or follow my Instagram. I hope you guys enjoyed this deep dive, I would say, probably into Blurple. It's pretty self-explanatory. I kind of went fast because, well, I think I went fast. I talk a lot to try to explain to you guys a little bit of what it does, but it's Blurple. You guys kind of know for the most part how it works. But yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on Instagram. Hopefully you guys follow me, man. Take care.